Yo, it's Alien, and we back with another video. This week, we're gonna be talking about 7 big tournaments that you do not want to miss. I'll also be talking about how we preparing for the new season, and then I'm also gonna let you know what Friday's video is gonna be about. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. First things first, be sure to sub to the channel or like it so we can get the video out there. Also, to show your support, you can comment as well. Also, shout out to K Fudd. I played this game with him as well. We got top 4 in the FNCS in this game. It was an FNCS Div Cup game. We got top 4. So shout out to him. And then we're gonna be doing videos on Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays because reason why, I got like 2 hours of sleep the last time, and I had to play the FNCS Div Cup and it did not go well. So anyways, let's get right into the content. Div 4 cups is going to be 4 of them in the next 2 weeks. That's opportunity if you want to make it out of Div 5 to Div 4, start getting PR. Div 3 to Div, from Div 4 to Div 3 is what I'll be trying to do. I'm trying to qual out of Div 4 so we can make Div 3 and then start grinding for Div 2. But all in all, everyone's trying to get to, they want to get to FNCS Division 1, where you're eligible to compete for earnings in the finals if you get top 50. And then also for the FNCS Major 1, you'll be able to compete in that. If you can't, don't worry, there'll be last chance FNCS. They haven't released the date on that, but that's just info on that. And then for for the solo cups, there'll be 3 of them. So there'll be 1 each week, and then you can prepare for those and try to get your first earnings. So that's basically everything for competitive. I know really y'all wanna know what the tournament's gonna be, when they gonna be, how you can prepare and all of that. So just really focus on making sure you have your game plan. I'm gonna be doing a lot of VOD reviewing. I'm gonna explain how I'll be preparing. So the idea I have come up with in my VOD reviews is I'll pay attention to the successes and the failures of all my games, and I was gonna look at like the last 4 Div Cups I played and the last 3 solo cups, and then I'm also going to organize my successes and failures by when they happen. So they could have been off spawn, they could have been early game, they could have been mid game, they could have been late game, or they could have been end game. And then I'll keep track of which part of the game I'm having most of my successes or failures, and seeing how I can expand on the opportunity to improve. So I kind of think like if you're just getting on the game and you're just doing whatever, say like, and I've been a victim of this too, like you're just playing like solo ranked randomly, or you're playing scrims, you getting at a grief fest with someone, or like say you just loaded in, you're just playing 1v1s the whole time, and you don't really have a plan on how you want to prepare for your tournament, then you're gonna go into the tournament and you're gonna make bad decisions because you didn't take out time to prepare. So trying to make sure I prepare and give myself the best chance to do well. I think the best way to prepare is just to see how I did in my previous attempts to do the same thing that I'm doing now, so I can analyze and see where problems could be, where things that I can learn, like, oh, this worked, like those type of things. Really what I'm really thinking though is like, when it actually comes down to it, you don't really know what to expect for the new season. So in the VOD reviews, I don't want to focus too much on like, oh, I died because I didn't jetpack on time, or like I don't know the POI like that. I'm trying to practice a POI that's no longer gonna be there, because I don't know if Lethal Labs is still gonna be there. I seen some leaks. You know, you can't trust leaks. However, there have been times where leaks have been correct. So, not sure if Lethal Labs is going to be my POI for next season. And you can definitely count the jetpack out. It's gonna be gone. So whatever mobility they have, you're gonna have to like adjust to the meta for that. So I'll be talking about what the meta will be in the next video on Friday, because I would have been and played a few scrims, watched some pros play, and just figure out what the meta is going to be. And Fortnite is good for, and everyone knows if you've played comp long enough, they're good for like adding items, and then like say there's a problem with the item and they remove it right before the tournament. So even then it can change. What I really want to focus on is like the weaknesses that I have already figured out in my game, and like how can I improve upon those weaknesses, and how can I continue to do the same thing that works. Because as you can see in this game that we're playing, we made it off spawn, and when we made it off spawn, it was like, I think we were contested or something was weird to where I had to swerve off to the bridge, and that was a success. Maybe we go and we contest the team, maybe we win off spawn, maybe we don't. But as you can see, the swerving lowered the risk, so it's an automatic success, like low risk gameplay. We're playing Storm, so I mean, if I'm gonna play Storm with my new POI, I need to like know how to play Storm. So I need to know what to do. And lately, like vending machines have been like a hot commodity because everyone has gold, and you don't know how they're gonna do gold the next season. They change stuff every year, every season. So they could change how gold works. They could change what's in the machines. The meta is gonna change. The reason why so many people are playing Storm is because everyone has gold and everyone's trying to hit those machines. And then if you go to a machine and you're out of med kits, then it might be bad for you, I ain't gonna lie. So as you can see right here, we almost get into a fight and this person leaves. I'm thinking they were a solo, they were trying to reboot. One thing about playing with K Fudd, like he has a good amount of PR, but just forget the PR. The confidence that he has is really good. Like I'm trying to like build that type of confidence in myself, but I need to work on the things that I may think that like affect my confidence, like my weaknesses in Fortnite. So I've already come up with a few things from VOD reviewing already, but I haven't like fully VOD reviewed. One thing, like I said, you want to make sure you do is filter out like any of the things that are just specific to the season that you're in, because the meta is not going to be the exact same next season. There may be things that carry over, like if they keep gold how it is, they keep medkits in the machines, they keep medkits only 100 gold, then people will be at the machines and everyone will be trying to play Storm, and that's going to affect my decision on how I want to play my games. Because I don't like going to the machine and I have like one med kit and I'm low on health, or like, and then it's just you see footsteps, bro. It's so like, bro, what? But anyways, man, that's how you want to do it. You want to like adjust your game to the meta so certain things won't apply. However, there are things that will apply, and those are going to be the things that I'm going to be looking for when I VOD review. So like, for instance, off spawn, I land at a chest that I know doesn't always spawn, and say there's no chest, and then I die insta off spawn. Or instead of relying on that chest being there, I see I'm being contested by people and they're trying to 50-50, then instead of 50-50ing, I can swerve. There's a difference between someone landing at a building near you and landing at the same building with you. Someone landing at the same building with you, that's like pretty much they want a 50-50. They just probably didn't get the best opportunity to do that. And then there's also people that will actually 50-50 you and try to land on the exact weapon that you're landing on. And I mean, if you practice the drop enough times, you can get it like pretty much mastered. However, the thing is, everyone has access to drop maps. So as you as you know, if someone's using a drop map, they're gonna give them, and you're using that same drop map, y'all are gonna have the same exact drop. So that's basically a 50-50. There's some things that I noticed from watching a pro about his drop, how he chooses a particular spot at the POI that he uses his drop map for. And there are multiple spots at the POI that people use their drop map for. So if maybe you come up with a plan where you land at a certain spot at your POI that's not as contested, that can give you opportunity. So I'll be looking at all that stuff. Basically, the next thing is just pure mechanics and aim. Like, I need to be aim training, and I need to be working on piece control. So I'll be focusing that more the next few days. Aim training, just because when someone's landing with you at your drop, you can shoot them out the air. If someone's trying to kill you, you can shoot them out the air. In game, people are using some type of flying mechanic. You can shoot people out the air. So being able to shoot people out the air, and then like those mid game, the mid game encounters where you don't really want to run into a team, and they're probably like either looking to key or don't run into you, and now y'all are like cross paths, and they build up a ramp, and they're trying to like take head glitch peek shots on you, and like the other one's trying to get you to peek, and like they're doing that type of stuff where they're trying to like lurk on you from an angle. Like those situations, you need really good aim. Also, want to work on my mechanics, want to improve my muscle memory on what I need to do in fights. So once I can do that, like, I think I'll be able to be a lot better off spawn, and I'll be able to be a lot better mid game if I end up in an encounter. Like, I want to stay fighting defensively. I don't want to like force a fight, but if I do have to fight, I don't want it to be where like I'm just getting rolled. So I'm gonna try to increase my confidence with that and have better off spawns in general, just so the mid game can be a lot cleaner. So there's been times where it worked, so we'll look to see why things didn't work, what the conditions were, and we'll continue to work to come up with a game plan to make it a lot better. So that's pretty much what I'll be doing for my training, daily routines, what I'll be focusing on, just VOD reviewing. Also, once the new season starts, if my drop is the same spot, then I can just get into some off spawns, some 1v1s, all of that. So if you want to do some off spawn practice, I have a creator code. It would be at my drop, but I mean, hey, you may want to drop lethal labs too, or you may have another drop, but you just want to practice like off spawn comms and stuff with your duo. So let me know in the video if you want a 1v1. I'm looking for some people to 1v1 that are my skill level or better, so I can improve. So that's that. And then yeah, really just want to focus on just like continuing to learn. Like, if I can learn, the more I learn, the better I'm gonna be. So just want to continue to learn. The next video, like I said, we're gonna talk about what the new meta is, the new season, like the items that are added, and what I'm doing to prepare for the tournaments next week. So I just recorded the whole last 7 minutes of this, and I did not save it. So whatever, we're a little triggered, but we still doing it anyway. So drop a like if you still here. Basically what I was saying is we went over everything in the video, pretty much. So there's nothing else to really talk about other than what's happening in this game. Um, I'm just talking about how K-Fud is IGLing, how many mats we got, and like what the game plan is going into the end game. So we're just chilling, waiting on zone. It's the sixth zone. It's 32 people left, and this game you would kind of call it dead. As you see now, it's the first moving zone, zone 7, and you could say it was kind of dead. But in FNCS, players will W key until like 6th zone, as you can see, and it'll just turn into a stacked game. So we'll see how we play this one out. I'm just trying to use the tech where you can look through your wall if you hold the edit. So I'm just using that right now just to see my surroundings. Just waiting on K-Fud to call the shot on what we're gonna do. As you can see, the zone's gonna start moving now with 1 minute to go. So we're just gonna look back since we're already in good positioning, is what it looks like we're doing. So he just makes a peanut butter edit, and while people are flying with their jetpack, we're just going for tags. And I mean, this is very important to be able to aim train on, because that's free kills and a refresh if they land near you. Like, this is very good to aim train. And it looks like the angle that I'm shooting from is kind of grief. So if I could figure out a better angle for those type of shots, that would be good. Like I said, who knows if it's more than likely not going to be a jetpack in the next season. If there's a flying mobility item, we don't know. However, just having good aim anyways is still good. Like, just aim training for people in the air, aim training for those mid-game encounters. We get a free kill right there. See, the aim paid off. This person's walking into zone and I just beam him. I could have missed those shots he could have built, and we could have not gotten that, or someone else could have got the shots if I missed. So it's important to be able to hit your shots. I know it's a build game mode, however aim is still important, and that's what I've been trying to not convince myself, but like make myself remember, because you can get lost in all the mechanics and like full boxing people and like all those type of things that are fun about Fortnite. Like, you still have to remember that you need to have good aim. So that's what I've been trying to work on. I'll be doing some aim training, and right here I'm just following K-Fud. It looks like he tried to fizz, but it didn't work. So he's taking good precaution by making a box and then we go, rather than just doing it out in the open. So then we're rotating on one side of the zone. That's something that I need to work on doing more. Right there it looks like we got split, so I'm just making sure that I don't die and I can still get to him in time. So there's 22 people left. There's 8th zone. We're using Fizz to heal up, and we're just looking back. 8th zone is the second moving zone, so we're just trying to get a refresh now more, because like in the first moving zone it's going to be really hard. Second one, it may be a little bit easier. So we use Fizz here, and looks like we're gonna go. We use the bump our head strat, and we just go down and we just try to play one side of the zone. So I just box up. I'm playing slow. I don't want to do too much, and we just sit here and we Fizz again. Looks like we're gonna go again with the Fizz. Want to make sure we bump our head, and oh my God, he got beamed. That's so unlucky. So it's just me now because K-Fud's got beamed on the rotate, and that can happen. Like, you can end up solo. Right now it's 18 people left, 13 teams, and we're 9th zone. So this is the third moving zone. And right now I don't have like a crazy amount of mats, so I just need to try to stay in front, and maybe I can get a refresh. This time of the game, especially if you have to solo clutch, it may be a little bit overstimulating. So I highly recommend playing a lot of solo in-game, duo in-game, just so you can get that practice. Like, you can also play scrims and get that, but scrims isn't like all the time as engaging. Like, if you do these back to back to back, you'll end up being able to improve faster. And that's like one thing I really want to focus on now, is focus training, like, so I can improve at the things that I'm weak at, improve at them the most, so I can improve and like place better. That's really what you want to do. So I was able to get some mats. We got 26 builds using some fizz, and I gotta get better with the fizz. Actually, I don't, because it's probably not going to be in comp, or it could be. And if it is, then yeah, I need to get better with the fizz. I need to work on bumping my head more and all that stuff. But like you see right there, I just went all the way up because of the fizz. I have to remember that I have the effect. So bump my head or do whatever I got to do just to get forward. But we still end up getting forward. And one thing here is I'm still like playing too close to height. So I'm just gonna get sprayed at if I keep doing that. So it's good that I'm dropping down a little. I'm just being a rat, and you see I got that person coming out of the zone. And I had good mess. I had 46 builds. I could have won this game. I get beamed there somehow. And then after that, like I guess I was like panicking, and I'm trying to like build out, and I end up not blocking my side, and I get shotgun. So that's just how it plays out. But I got top 4 in that, and we're just working to get better, man. So appreciate y'all. Be sure to drop a like if you haven't already, and be ready for the next video on Friday. Like I said, the first video of the week will be on Wednesdays now instead of Tuesdays. So next week, expect the first video to be on a Wednesday. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But appreciate y'all, and have a good night.